People have been calling me from record companies. We broke the band up in 1983, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all the record companies was getting in touch with me wanting me to do these songs again. And I said, well, I don't want to do those songs again. They've already,
Ray Sawyer, with his worn-out hat, eye patch, and crazy stage antics, is the ideal personification of Doctor Hook when it comes to portraying the character. Nevertheless, a great number of people are unaware of the tragic tale that lies behind his look. All of the information has been disclosed in this video. Stay tuned to the very end to get the complete narrative. Now let's get started. To fully understand Ray Sawyer, let me go back to the beginning. Ray Sawyer, a native son of Monroeville, Alabama, embarked on a storied musical journey at the tender age of 17. Born on February 1, 1937, in Chickasaw, Alabama, Sawyer's life was steeped in rhythm and melody from the beginning. His passion for music was evident, and his path to becoming a celebrated musician was marked by a deep-seated love for the art form. Sawyer's musical voyage began at the age of 11 when he picked up the guitar. His early influences were a testament to his diverse musical taste. He was particularly drawn to the sounds of Hank Williams, whose country tunes resonated with the young musician. Additionally, the vibrant blues and R&B scenes of New Orleans, embodied by artists like Smiley Lewis and Huey Piano Smith, left an indelible mark on him. As Sawyer honed his craft, his musical aspirations took him to the bustling city of New Orleans. It was here that he crossed paths with Matt Rabenak, better known as Dr. John, a legendary figure in the music world. This connection proved pivotal as it immersed Sawyer in a rich musical environment that would shape his future endeavors. In Mobile, Alabama, Sawyer's reputation as a talented musician grew. Initially, he made his mark as a drummer, a role that allowed him to collaborate with numerous bands in the region. Reflecting on his early career, Sawyer recounted, "I was in a lot of bands before Dr. Hook. Mostly they didn't have names, except one called the Chocolate Papers." Sawyer's versatility as a musician was evident in his collaborations with local black bands in Mobile. These experiences broadened his musical horizons as he immersed himself in soul and rock and roll. "I played with many local black bands in Mobile, singing soul and old rock and roll. I must have played all the clubs from Houston to Charleston and back," Sawyer reminisced. Sawyer's talent did not go unnoticed, and he soon ventured into recording his music. He released a couple of singles on Mobile's Sandy Records, showcasing his unique style and vocal prowess. His first release, Bells in My Heart, garnered some attention, even earning him a solitary fan letter. Though these early recordings did not catapult him to stardom, they were crucial steps in his burgeoning career. Sawyer's early experiences laid a solid foundation for what would become the most significant chapter of his career, his role in the iconic band Dr. Hook the Medicine Show. As he transitioned from playing in local bands to becoming a key member of a nationally recognized group, Sawyer's musical journey came full circle. And Dr. Hook, Sawyer found a platform that allowed him to fully express his musical talents. His distinctive voice and charismatic stage presence became defining features of the band's success. Songs like Sylvia's Mother and the cover of Rolling Stone showcased Sawyer's ability to connect with audiences on a profound level. The foundation for him to embark on a musical path is solid, but it's not without challenges. Do you still remember his really cool eye patch? Now is the time for the truth to be revealed. Known for his distinctive eye patch, Sawyer's appearance became an iconic part of his public persona. The story behind this eye patch is one of survival and unwavering determination, defining not only his look but also his spirit. In 1967, Sawyer's life took a dramatic turn due to a severe automobile accident. This near-fatal incident occurred after he had left the trio group Chocolate Papers. At the time, Sawyer was struggling with the pressures of a burgeoning music career and the monotonous lifestyle it sometimes entailed. Feeling overwhelmed, he decided to step away from music and pursue a different path as a tree logger, heading to Portland, Oregon, with dreams of a simpler life. Equipped with the quintessential lumberjack attire, plaid shirt, cork boots, and a pike pole, Sawyer was ready for a new beginning. However, fate had other plans. His car lost traction on a slippery road, leading to a catastrophic accident that left him critically injured. This accident resulted in the loss of his right eye and confined him to a wheelchair for an entire year. The eye patch he wore for the rest of his life became a symbol of this life-changing event and his subsequent resilience. During his year-long recovery, Sawyer faced immense physical and emotional challenges. The transition from a wheelchair back to walking was arduous, requiring not only physical therapy but also a significant mental adjustment. It was during this period of reflection and rehabilitation that Sawyer's resolve to return to music was strengthened. The eye patch, initially a necessity, quickly became an emblem of his tenacity. It was a constant reminder of the accident that could have ended his career and his life, but instead became a pivotal moment in his journey. Rather than hiding his injury, Sawyer embraced it, incorporating the eye patch into his identity as a performer. Emerging from his recovery with a renewed sense of purpose, Sawyer vowed to dedicate himself fully to his musical career. The accident had given him a new perspective, highlighting the fragility of life and the importance of pursuing one's passion with vigor. This determination propelled him back into the music scene with an intensity that would characterize the rest of his career. Sawyer's return to music was not just a personal victory but also a source of inspiration for many. His story resonated with fans and fellow musicians alike, exemplifying how setbacks can be transformed into powerful comebacks. The eye patch, which had become a striking feature of his appearance, now symbolized his indomitable spirit and unyielding commitment to his art. Reinvigorated and ready to make his mark, Sawyer joined Dr. Hook the Medicine Show. This collaboration marked the beginning of a new and highly successful chapter in his career. As a key member of the band, Sawyer brought not only his musical talents but also a unique presence that set him apart. His eye patch added an element of intrigue and character, enhancing the band's eclectic and rebellious image. Songs like Sylvia's Mother and the cover of Rolling Stone gained immense popularity, with Sawyer's voice and personality playing a significant role in the band's success. His ability to connect with audiences was amplified by his compelling backstory and the authenticity he brought to his performances. In 1968, three former members of the Chocolate Papers, Ray Sawyer, guitarist George Cummings, and keyboard player Billy Francis, reunited to create a new musical endeavor. This reunion was sparked by Cummings' relocation to Union City, New Jersey, where he extended an invitation to his former bandmates to join him. This collaboration marked the inception of Dr. Hook the Medicine Show, a band that would leave a lasting impact on the music scene. George Cummings' move to Union City proved to be a pivotal moment. It was there that the core of Dr. Hook was formed. The lineup was completed by Union City native Dennis LeCourrier, who initially joined as a bass player but soon transitioned to lead vocals, bringing a unique voice that would become synonymous with the band's sound. The name Dr. Hook the Medicine Show was inspired by Sawyer's iconic eye patch, evoking imagery of Captain Hook from the Peter Pan fairy tale and hinting at a blend of playfulness and mystery. The band's early performances in New Jersey featured drummer Popeye Phillips, another Chocolate Papers alumnus. However, Phillips eventually left to pursue a career as a session musician, leading to Joseph Olivier stepping in as his replacement. As the band worked on their first album, further changes ensued. Session player Jay David replaced Olivier during the recording process, ultimately becoming a permanent member of Dr. Hook. The turning point for Dr. Hook the Medicine Show came in 1970, when their demo tapes caught the attention of Ron Halfkeen, the musical director for the film, who was Harry Kellerman, and why is he saying those terrible things about Maine? Halfkeen was impressed by the band's distinctive sound and invited them to contribute 2 songs to the movie soundtrack The Last Morning, and Bunky and Lucille. Their performances in the film provided crucial exposure, leading to their first recording contract with CBS Records. Securing a recording contract with CBS Records marked the beginning of Dr. Hook's rise to fame. This opportunity allowed them to bring their unique blend of rock, country, and humor to a wider audience. Their debut album, produced under the guidance of Ron Halfkeen, showcased the band's versatility and distinctive style, setting the stage for their future success. Dr. Hook's music was characterized by its eclectic mix of genres, blending rock, country, and pop with a touch of humor and satire. Songs like Sylvia's Mother and the cover of Rolling Stone became hits, thanks to their catchy melodies and relatable lyrics. The band's ability to connect with their audience on both an emotional and humorous level was a key factor in their popularity. The collaborative spirit within Dr. Hook was evident in their music and performances. Each member brought their own unique talents to the table, creating a rich and dynamic sound. Ray Sawyer's charismatic presence and distinctive voice, George Cummings' innovative guitar work, Billy Francis' versatile keyboard skills, and Dennis LeCourrier's powerful vocals all contributed to the band's success. One of Dr. Hook's defining features was their use of humor and satire in their music. This approach set them apart from many of their contemporaries and resonated deeply with their fans. Songs like the cover of Rolling Stone, which humorously depicted the band's desire to be featured on the iconic magazine's cover, highlighted their playful and self-aware nature. This song in particular became a cultural phenomenon, cementing Dr. Hook's place in the annals of rock history. Like many bands, Dr. Hook faced numerous challenges throughout their career. Changes in lineup, shifts in musical trends, and the pressures of the music industry tested their resilience. However, their ability to adapt and evolve allowed them to maintain their relevance and continue producing music that resonated with their audience. The journey of Dr. Hook the Medicine Show is peppered with unforgettable moments, one of which involved a meeting with Clive Davis, the influential president of CBS Records. During this meeting, J. David kept the beat using a wastebasket, Billy Francis danced on Davis' desk, and Ray Sawyer, Dennis LeCourrier, and George Cummings played and sang. This unconventional yet memorable performance captured Davis's attention, leading to a deal with CBS Records that would propel the band to international fame. The signing with CBS Records marked the beginning of a period of international success for Dr. Hook the Medicine Show. Managed and produced by Ron Halfkeen, who also served as their AR man, the band quickly ascended the music charts. Halfkeen's keen ear for selecting songs and his ability to harness the band's unique talents played a crucial role in their success. A pivotal aspect of Dr. Hook's early success was their collaboration with acclaimed poet and songwriter Shel Silverstein. Silverstein wrote all the tracks for their self-titled debut album, Dr. Hook, released in 1972. This partnership brought a unique lyrical depth and whimsical storytelling to their music, setting them apart from other bands of the time. Dr. Hook, the debut album, featured a lineup that included Dennis LeCourrier on lead vocals, guitar, bass, and harmonica, Ray Sawyer on vocals, George Cummings on guitar, J. David on drums, and Billy Francis on keyboards. The album sold over 1 million copies, earning a gold disc from the RIAA on August 2, 1972. It was released 20 times across the US, Canada, and Europe, solidifying the band's international presence. One of the standout tracks from the debut album was Sylvia's Mother. Initially, the single did not perform well, but with additional promotion, it became the band's first million seller, reaching the top 5 in the summer of 1972. This song's success marked a turning point for Dr. Hook, proving their commercial viability and establishing them as a force in the music industry. Following the success of their debut, Shel Silverstein continued his collaboration with Dr. Hook by writing all the songs for their second album, Sloppy Seconds. Released in the US, Australia, Europe, and Canada, this album further showcased the band's ability to blend humor, wit, and musicality. Tracks from Sloppy Seconds reinforced the band's reputation for producing memorable and engaging music. With the release of their first 2 albums, Dr. Hook the Medicine Show gained significant international recognition. Their unique sound, characterized by a mix of rock, country, and humor, resonated with audiences across the globe. Tours and performances in various countries helped to expand their fan base and cement their status as international stars. Ron Halfkeen's role as manager and producer was instrumental in Dr. Hook's success. His ability to identify hit songs and his hands-on approach in the studio ensured that the band's music remained fresh and appealing. Halfkeen's vision for Dr. Hook was one that combined commercial appeal with artistic integrity, a balance that contributed to their sustained success over the years. The early years of Dr. Hook the Medicine Show laid the foundation for their enduring legacy. The combination of memorable lyrics by Shel Silverstein, the unique talents of the band members, and the strategic guidance of Ron Halfkeen created a formula for success that would influence their future work. These initial albums not only brought them fame but also set a high standard for their subsequent releases. Featuring some of their most iconic tracks, such as Freakin' at the Freakers Ball and the cover of Rolling Stone, this album not only showcased their unique style but also earned a spot on the Billboard 200 in 1973. Ray Sawyer, the charismatic lead vocalist, lent his distinctive voice to many of the band's early hits, including their breakthrough single, The Cover of Rolling Stone. The cover of Rolling Stone humorously suggested that a musician's ultimate success was being featured on the cover of the famed magazine. The song, with Sawyer as the lead vocalist, peaked at number 6 on the Billboard charts. This satirical track captured the public's imagination and ultimately led to the band being featured on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine in a caricature, further cementing the song as their signature number. In 1972, Dr. Hook expanded their lineup to include full-time bassist Jance Garfat and guitarist Rick Elswit. These additions brought new dynamics to the band's sound and performances. As the late 1970s approached, Sawyer transitioned from lead vocalist to a backing vocalist role behind Dennis LeCourrier. occasionally contributing by playing various instruments. This shift allowed the band to explore new musical directions and maintain their creative momentum. Following the success of their earlier albums, Dr. Hook released Belly Up with high expectations from both fans and critics. Despite its artistic efforts, the album struggled to match the commercial success of its predecessors. However, it still found an audience in the US, UK, Europe, and Canada, reflecting the band's broad appeal and enduring popularity. Dr. Hook was as famous for their wild stage antics as they were for their music. Their performances were often filled with surreal banter and humorous impersonations of their opening acts, creating an unforgettable live experience. This playful and irreverent approach endeared them to fans but also led to a lack of focus on business matters. As Dennis LeCourrier candidly admitted, if we were in the black when we finished a tour, we'd party into the red. This financial mismanagement would eventually lead to troubles that overshadowed their success. Despite these challenges, Dr. Hook continued to collaborate with notable artists and songwriters. Shel Silverstein's contributions to their albums provided a unique lyrical perspective that resonated with listeners. His ability to blend humor and poignancy in his lyrics complemented the band's musical style, resulting in a string of memorable hits. Dr. Hook's ability to blend rock, country, and pop with humor and satire made them a distinctive presence in the music industry. Their songs often reflected a playful yet insightful take on life and fame, which struck a chord with audiences around the world. The cover of Rolling Stone remains an enduring classic, symbolizing the band's unique place in music history. Despite their popularity and relentless touring, the band faced significant financial challenges. Their exuberant lifestyle and lack of business acumen eventually forced them to file for bankruptcy in 1974. However, the band's spirit remained unbroken, and they continued to tour and make music, navigating the changing tides of their career with resilience. During this period, the Medicine Show's lineup underwent several changes, reflecting the band's evolving dynamics and creative direction. In 1974, they recorded an album titled Fried Face, which, for reasons undisclosed, was never released. This unreleased project remains a curious footnote in the band's history, hinting at the creative explorations that never saw the light of day. In 1975, the band made a significant change by shortening its name to Dr. Hook. This rebranding coincided with their signing to Capitol Records, marking the start of a new chapter. Their first album under Capitol, aptly titled Bankrupt, was a reflective nod to their recent financial woes. Unlike their previous albums, Bankrupt featured original material written by the group, showcasing their songwriting prowess and creative evolution. One of the standout tracks from Bankrupt was a reworked version of Sam Cooke's Only 16. This song revitalized Dr. Hook's career, reaching number 6 on the U.S. charts in 1976. This success was a significant boost for the band, reaffirming their relevance in the competitive music industry. Following this, Ron Halfkeen discovered A Little Bit More, a song by Bobby Gosh. Dr. Hook's recording of this track achieved substantial success, hitting number 11 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 and number 2 on the UK singles chart. This success matched the earlier impact of their hit Sylvia's Mother. Building on the momentum, Dr. Hook released the album A Little Bit More in 1976. The album was well received and certified double gold in Australia, reflecting their growing international appeal. This was quickly followed by the 1977 album Making Love and Music, which featured several major hits. Songs like Sharing the Night Together, When You're in Love with a Beautiful Woman and Sexy Eyes became certified million sellers, cementing Dr. Hook's status as a hit-making band. One of the band's most significant achievements came with the single When You're in Love with a Beautiful Woman. This song reached number 1 in the UK in 1979, marking a high point in Dr. Hook's career. Its success underscored the band's ability to produce timeless and universally appealing music. Dr. Hook, the Medicine Show, despite relentless touring and a string of successful singles, faced challenges in translating their hit songs into album sales. This paradox of widespread popularity yet underwhelming album sales defined much of their later career. Their 1978 album, Pleasure and Pain, finally broke this pattern, becoming their first gold album in the US. However, subsequent efforts, including a switch to Casablanca Records in 1980, failed to replicate earlier successes. The release of Pleasure and Pain in 1978 marked a significant achievement for Dr. Hook. The album featured a mix of their signature humor and heartfelt ballads, striking a chord with both longtime fans and new listeners. The success of Pleasure and Pain was a testament to the band's enduring appeal and their ability to evolve musically while maintaining their unique identity. In 1980, Dr. Hook made a strategic move to Casablanca Records, hoping to reignite their commercial momentum. This period saw the release of Girls Can Get It and their final top 40 hit, Baby Makes Her Blue Jeans Talk, in 1982. Despite these hits, the band's overall commercial success began to wane, signaling the end of an era. By 1983, internal struggles and creative differences began to take their toll. Ray Sawyer, frustrated with the band's musical direction and feeling like a commercial product defined by his eye patch and hat, decided to pursue a solo career. Sawyer's departure was a significant blow to the band, as his distinctive voice and charismatic stage presence had been central to Dr. Hook's identity. The compromises involved in achieving post-1975 commercial success left a bitter taste for some members, including Dennis LeCourrier, who felt the band had sold out. After leaving Dr. Hook, Ray Sawyer obtained a license to tour under the names Ray Sawyer of Dr. Hook or Dr. Hook featuring Ray Sawyer. This move allowed him to continue performing the songs that had made him famous while exploring new musical avenues. In 2001, Billy Francis briefly joined Sawyer, rekindling some of the old magic from their early days. While Sawyer embarked on his solo ventures, Dr. Hook continued to tour for a few more years. In 1985, the band embarked on their one and only farewell tour with Dennis LeCourrier as the sole frontman. This tour was a bittersweet conclusion to a remarkable career that had spanned 2 decades, filled with highs and lows, laughter and tears. The legacy of Dr. Hook is dual-faceted, reflecting both their commercial success and their artistic struggles. On one hand, the band is remembered for their infectious humor, memorable hits, and charismatic performances. Songs like Sylvia's Mother, the cover of Rolling Stone, and When You're in Love with a Beautiful Woman remain timeless classics that continue to resonate with fans. On the other hand, the internal tensions and compromises that came with commercial success highlight the challenges many bands face in balancing artistic integrity with mainstream appeal. The departure of Ray Sawyer and the eventual disbanding of Dr. Hook underscore the personal and creative costs of maintaining a long-term presence in the music industry. This charismatic frontman of Dr. Hook the Medicine Show continued to captivate audiences around the world well into the 21st century. His relentless touring schedule showcased his enduring passion for music and performing. However, his journey took a dramatic turn in 2015 when a serious accident forced him to reevaluate his career and ultimately led to his retirement. In 2015, while on his way to a performance in Torquay, England, Ray Sawyer experienced a significant setback. He tripped on a curb at a motorway service station near Swindon, resulting in a severe arm injury that required surgery. This accident not only affected his physical health but also had a profound impact on his ability to perform a role that had defined much of his life. Following the accident, Sawyer's health began to decline, making it increasingly difficult for him to continue his rigorous touring schedule. Despite his determination and love for performing, the realities of his health condition led him to make the difficult decision to retire later that year. This marked the end of a remarkable career that had spanned several decades and left an indelible mark on the music industry. Ray Sawyer's retirement in 2015 was a poignant moment for fans and fellow musicians alike. His unique voice, charismatic stage presence, and distinctive eye patch had become iconic symbols of Dr. Hook. As a performer, Sawyer brought a blend of humor, heart, and authenticity to every stage he graced. His contributions to music were celebrated not just for the hits he helped create, but for the joy and connection he brought to audiences around the world. Ray Sawyer's decision to retire in 2015 due to declining health brought an end to a vibrant and influential career. From his early days with Dr. Hook to his final performances, Sawyer's contributions to music were marked by a distinctive voice, a unique stage presence, and a passion that resonated with fans around the world. Ray Sawyer's last live performance took place in October 2015, marking the end of an era. Even as he stepped away from the stage, his legacy lived on through his recordings and the memories he left with his fans. Sawyer's impact on the music world was profound, and his songs continue to resonate with audiences today. However, behind the scenes, Sawyer's personal life was marked by a deep and enduring love for his wife, Linda Lombardi. The couple's journey together began in 1969, a year that marked the beginning of a lifelong partnership that would see them through almost 5 decades of highs and lows, triumphs and trials, until Sawyer's passing in 2018. Ray Sawyer, known for his iconic performances as a member of the band Dr. Hook the Medicine Show, chose to keep his personal life relatively private. Unlike many of his contemporaries, Sawyer did not often share the details of his family life or personal relationships with the public. This decision allowed him to maintain a sense of normalcy and privacy away from the often intrusive nature of fame. Despite the general privacy surrounding Sawyer's personal life, one notable aspect that did come to light was his relationship with his son, Casey. Following in his father's musical footsteps, Casey Sawyer joined Ray on the road as his drummer. This father-son duo not only shared the stage but also created a unique bond through their mutual love of music. Casey's presence in Ray's band added a personal touch to the performances, showcasing the blend of professional collaboration and familial love. The Sawyer family's musical legacy did not end with Ray. His nephew, Zach Sawyer, carries the torch forward as the vocalist for the group Wildfire. Zach's involvement in the music industry is a testament to the enduring influence of Ray Sawyer's artistry. The Sawyer family's contributions to music span generations, ensuring that the spirit of their work remains alive and vibrant. Ray Sawyer's life was a tapestry woven with threads of love, music, and legacy. His marriage to Linda Lombardi stood as a testament to enduring love and partnership. His relationship with his son Casey highlighted the power of familial bonds in the world of music. Throughout his 56-year career, Sawyer's contributions to music were both significant and diverse. As we remember Ray Sawyer, we celebrate not only his musical achievements, but also the personal connections that defined his life. His legacy continues to inspire and resonate, proving that the power of music and love transcends time. On the final day of 2018, the music world bid farewell to Ray Sawyer, an influential figure whose career spanned over 5 decades. At the age of 81, Sawyer passed away peacefully in his sleep following a brief illness. His death marked not only the loss of a beloved musician, but also the end of an era for fans of Dr. Hook the Medicine Show. In the twilight of his life, Ray Sawyer experienced a poignant estrangement from Dennis LeCourrier, a fellow bandmate and significant figure in his musical journey. Despite the distance that had grown between them, LeCourrier acknowledged the depth of their past friendship, stating, "It does not erase the fact that we were once close friends and shared an important time in both our lives." This acknowledgement serves as a testament to the enduring bond they shared, despite the complexities that life brought their way. Ray Sawyer's passing prompted a wave of nostalgia and reflection among fans of Dr. Hook the Medicine Show. Known for his distinctive voice, captivating stage presence, and iconic eye patch, Sawyer left an indelible mark on the music industry. His contributions to the band were instrumental in shaping their unique sound and securing their place in music history. Ray Sawyer's passing on December 31st, 2018, closed a significant chapter in music history. His distinctive voice, memorable stage presence, and enduring legacy continue to resonate with fans around the world. While his death marked the end of an era, the impact of his work and the memories he created endure. As we reflect on his life and career, we celebrate not only the music he brought into the world, but also the personal connections and lasting influence he left behind. In remembering Ray Sawyer, we honor a musician who is much more than his public persona. His life, filled with love, family, and unforgettable music, remains a testament to the enduring power of art and the human spirit. And that is all there is to it. On this trip through the life and death of Ray Sawyer, we are grateful that you have chosen to accompany us. Fans all across the world continue to be inspired by his contributions to music as well as his one-of-a-kind demeanor. For further in-depth investigations into the lives of renowned musicians, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. And if you want to give more feedback about our video, don't hesitate to comment below. We look forward to your comments. Until we meet again, be sure to keep the music going. I will see you later, and take care.